Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry about that. Now I'm gonna have to repeat everything I just said. Um, well, let me first see. Can you guys hear me okay? All right, cool, man. So basically, what I was saying is, I took three trades. That's what I was explaining. So what I didn't do is, all right. So I'm gonna give it. So okay. So what I did here, and just to take us back here. After the AM session, we came down here, see we make lower lows and we make higher lows. So that's a nice divergence. I then looked at these two lines. We close above that red line there. I took a long there. We inverse this fair value gap. So I took a long, tried to ride it up to this 50 moving average. We went up, we came down, we struggled. I closed the trade. I closed at a small loss. And I waited and I saw these lows were taken. Yeah, not the greatest price action. And I took a trade somewhere, yeah. Went up, it's like great, and then we came down, closed it, took another loss. But this is all small losses now, right? I took on this fair value gap inverse here, took a long because I'm trying to get to these highs up here. And then this happens. We went sideways, down. I was like, here we go. And then we bounce, small. And then we start moving up. During all of this, I thought, geez, is Trump planning something that I don't know about? We're going to see some violent move or what? And then up here, I think up here, I just scratched the trade, took profit off the table to cover these losses. And literally, I'm green for the day, but like small amount. So it's a bit of a dud of a day. I should not have traded this, but I did thought and think that we'll get some movement here, but we didn't. So I don't know why price was just slow here. This high is still, these equal highs are still there, and we're most probably going to go there. But I'll keep an eye and see maybe there's a short opportunity here. And the reason I say that is because if you look at the H1, and there's the other thing why I decided to take the trade. I thought we'll get into this fair value gap up here. So I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to take all of this out, guys. And I'll show you what I was looking for. And I mean, maybe I closed my trades prematurely, but this is where I think we're going to obviously bounce to go lower. And where would that be? That's a pretty deep retracement. So I'm going to just mark this one out here. That's where we want to see price get to. 15 minutes. Right there, equal. Maybe I must call it equal highs so you guys can see it. And we'll call this the range 50%. Range 50%. All right, so those are where we should see price get into to drop down to this, equal lows down here. But yeah, we'll have to see. I'm just going to be chilling and we'll have to see. While I'm doing that, I'm busy booking flights here. Let me see. Confirm. Select this. All right, I don't know if you guys have taken any trades today. The key thing is, and I made a stupid mistake, is I said not to take trades, and I went and I took a trade. So best to stay out if you say you're gonna stay out. Okay. Put on the glasses so I can see better. Alrighty. What's it gonna be, old Nasdaq? And now it's moving nicely. Dotty, da. I think there was a nice short on gold today. And the owl was also a bit messy, so I've got no idea what's the story with Dow. Why, and Nasdaq? Why price is just going nowhere? I mean, we're creating all these lows. Nice liquidity to go all the way down. So I'm really expecting some sort of a shift down. Come on, Nasdaq. Come on, slowly. Price action slow again. Killing us. Yep, I don't like it when price is doing this. What it's doing now, it's doing nothing. Really just. I'm glad I'm out of that trade though. Even if it runs up to the profit line. Right, so there's Ocal highs right there on the top of that. Which is higher up there. Any of you guys watch soccer, football? Not sure what you call it. think today is just going to be a pretty drag day. But let's see. I mean, I'm currently getting divergence here, but obviously I'm not doing anything with it because we got liquidity up there. I like to see this divergence up here, then it's different. Mm-hmm. I'm going to show you guys what was a good short today according to my divergence setup. See all these highs going higher, and this is all going lower. That's nice divergence. Then you see the blue line and the gray lines all like from the top, like almost in a straight line. And it breaks this with this candle here. So you could have shorted this and look for your 2R. 2R is right here. So it's very quickly. I mean, I don't know where even this liquidity here would give you almost a 4R. If you wanted to go safe, that would have given you close to a 2R, but not a 2R. But anyways, this is what the setup was. I was looking for this in a 1 minute, didn't see it. But I didn't pop around to see if it's on the 5 minute and stuff like that. But that's basically what the setup is. That, divergence, and price was squeezing, and then the volume came. And then we're squeezing again, so there could be a pop out and then back down. Price is slow. Very, very slow today. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Keep a close eye on things. I mean, there's nothing I can say at this point in time because I want to see if price wants to do something up here. Dum, 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 dum. Uh-huh. I think news is on Wednesday. I see there's a new leap challenge, guys. It's a currency. It's a Thursday. There's news. Um, Tom, tom, tom. Hey Steve, how's it, man? Been a dreadful day of trading, to be honest. Yeah, so trading is going nowhere. I mean, we had this nice dump here, and now it's just going sideways. There's equal highs here. There's 50% of that range sits there, so I'm expecting something to go up into that, fill this fair value gap. This is a H1 fair value gap, just to fill it a bit more, and then come down to the equal lows down there. So that's what I'm waiting for. I don't know how long it's going to take to get there, but because it's part of the game to sit and wait. So nothing much is happening. So maybe, yeah, maybe you're right. I mean, this is more. I mean, Asia is more your time zone. That makes sense for you. I mean, I'm fast asleep that time. I've never traded Asia myself. I didn't really invest time, but I did. There was a time where, like now, where things doesn't happen during these times, and then in Asia, nice setups. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. For something, I mean, I sat this whole day trying to understand why we're holding price like this. This is a 1 minute, so in theory, it looks pretty flat. And I thought maybe something around Trump and all of that's holding price in this tight range to shoot off something later. I don't know. I mean, we've gone for it through the hourly. Nice push down. There's um, equal lows down here. There's equal highs up there. So we're pretty much in the mid of this range. So one would think we broke structure, nice shift down. This looks like a pullback into this area to then possibly go down further. But I mean, don't know. I thought this was bullish, and then it turns on us like this. So now I'm like, okay, what is it now? So now it is us just waiting. Hopefully we see something. Okay, so while people are on here, tomorrow and Friday there's no streaming. I'm traveling tomorrow and I'm traveling on Friday. So unfortunately, it falls within the stream times. Continuous straighten. I thought we were going to do all-time highs. We're going to get going. So maybe things will turn around in the next 2 days. Thursday is the only day we've read for the news. So the rest of the week is pretty quiet. One thing I've learned is when price is doing this, just to be patient. It's going to break out, it's going to show its hand, and then it's going to be a nice trade. Going up, we're coming down. So I did say earlier, this is a divergence for me. I'm not reading too much into it because we've got equal highs right up here. So one would think that's not valid. So, but so maybe. So I was explaining something earlier, guys. Just to show you guys again. Not again, but to show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's your divergence. Then I'm waiting for price to do what it needs to do, to go down. And this candle here, is breaking down through that purple block down there. So that to me, so we pushed down, we retraced up. That's your 50% that we spoke about earlier. That's a nice entry. And that's a setup that tells me we want to go short, lower. Then I had to wait for this blue line to obviously break. And there's a nice momentum candle there. So you could do something like this at the bottom of that. And then look for 2R, which is about there. Only problem I've got with this is, like I said earlier, I've got equal highs right there. So I'm not reading too much into it, but it looks like it wants to play out. You could have also tried to maybe wait for this, inverse this, get a short here, and then try to take it down to 2R. The other thing is that low, that's all liquidity. So this could potentially go even lower. I just don't know if I trust it. This is all coming out of, the right conditions. But it's price action is not the greatest, so that's why I'm struggling to trust it here. It'd be great if this was structured in here. Then I would have said yes. And that was a more prominent move away from that. That would give me, more confidence in looking for a momentum break. So we can leave it on and see. And this is how I know people say, and indicators. I'm saying to people, indicate I'm a pilot. I'm not really a pilot, but if I'm a pilot, I mean, I can look at the market, read price action, and try to be as clever as I want to be, but it's very good to have tools to tell you, okay, so there's one signature of something. It's not in the right spot. That's why I don't take it. All right, so there's divergence. That's the first thing. I like to see that exhaustion of that momentum. If it's in the direction of my trade, then it's perfect. Then I'm looking for the momentum. How does that play out? Okay, so there we go. There's a candle. It's not the best candle. You want to see a candle like this. Nice big fat candle. Then the break of that low. I mean, market can do all of this. When it broke there, that's where you put your stop, enter there, and you target your 2R, or even lower if you got reason to believe that you will obviously roll over lower. But a minimum is a 2R trade that you want to capture on this. And you'll see when I take these trades, they're very profitable trades. And it's not because I'm just looking for indicators. The other thing that I'm also using is the 50 and the 8. This is also very key for me. So, I use that as well, but I'm not using it now because I don't want to clutter this for you guys. I'm just saying there's going to come a time where I'm going to teach you guys, this is my trading style. This is how I trade. I know you guys are here for me to read price. I can read price. That's why I don't put it on here. And to look at price, look at fair value gaps, look at breaker structures, all of that. But then I also look at these things. But when I stream, I just read price. But if I trade for myself, this is what I'm doing. And I'll put this on. I'll take you guys through it. If it's not too confusing, hopefully you guys can grasp it and see if there's any value here. And then we obviously can take it further like that. But what I then will do when I start trade these things live on the stream, I will not just focus on NQ, I'll do gold and the Dow Jones as well. There's lots of ways to take 10 points. Even if you, take this thing off. Even if you say, I'm taking this break here, my stop is right there, that's 13. But you can do a 20-point stop and a 20-point profit. That's 20, that's a trade done. That's a quick scalp done. But if you want to manage your risk a little bit wider, then that's what you got to do. But like I said, this is not the right context for me. That's why I wouldn't take it. And that's the other thing. Even this thing is setting up, that doesn't mean just take it. I like to look at price. Where am I? And if these all lines up, then guys, then it becomes a nice high probability trade for me. And then I'll take it. The other thing is when I see this out of the bands back in, that could be the one leg of a new divergence to go higher. So now I'm just watching to see if I get a lower move here. So this is equal lows right here. So what we could potentially see here is this. Do something here, come back down here, and then come up. Then this and this will become divergence. Then I'll look at my other indicator and see if maybe there's a fair value gap that gets inversed and stuff like that. I know I want to get up to these equal highs, and then I would possibly look at another trade. But let's see. Take all of this, all of this off, and then look at price. This is what we want to see. Basically, if I trade like this for myself, it makes sense in my mind. It helps me, to understand price, not just read price. As you guys can have seen, I mean, I can make mistakes on reading price. I mean, someone would say there was your equal highs there. That's a nice shift, break structure. There's the pullback. Yeah, and then what about this fair value gap? I mean, yeah, well, where do you take a short? And how do you know it's going to hold? I mean, nobody's going to know. And I actually heard something interesting. People always say these indicators are lagging. And then someone said, but do you know price candles is also lagging? Because you only see it once it's printed. Same as the indicator. But the indicators I'm using is giving me, although it's been reprinted, it tells me part of the story that's unfolding to make a decision. That's basically it. I like to follow that. And there we go. There we get our 2R trade that we wanted. That's a 2R from up here. So that would have been a nice trade. So you would have got your 2R, even if we knew against the trend and all of that. All right, so now I'm looking to see, are we out to run all of these liquidity first, or are we actually going to bounce now to create some sort of I don't know if this is going to be, I don't think this is going to be divergence, but let's see. So it's a little bit low. It would be nice if that was, but it's not. So So that's just one of those things, guys. We've got some nice liquidity here. If we start bouncing up here, break structure and come back, I'll show you guys what I'll look for in these two indicators to tell me if that's most likely going to play out or not. And the good thing for me on this is if I use those tools along with the way I read price, it becomes mechanical. It becomes something telling me, watch out, or that's a good trade. So let's see what this fair value gap does. Are we going to inverse this or what? All right, so there's no divergence there. So we've established that. So if there's no divergence, the setup, the trade, I'm not taking a trade. Simple. We can see how it all plays out. Maybe it plays out, but the fact is the momentum is still strong to the downside for this. In actual fact, this looks like more like a pullback than anything else. It closed strongly below these equal lows, and we know that's most likely to continue lower. It could turn around, but because we closed strongly below it, there's no divergence. We haven't changed momentum to the upside yet, so there's more things telling me that's more likely to run lower. And we can now target the next low, which is down here at the 531 level. And all we got to do is track price till we see price change its mind. But there's no entry for me here if this looked like this. I would have considered the entry, but because we've already done that, I'm not really interested to trade here. Even though it might go down, that's fine. I'd rather try to get up high up here and then manage my risk down here, then miss all of this and try to get in here. Put this there. She's trading so boring. I'm watching the soccer here on the left on my TV. I try to keep the volume down so it doesn't bug you guys. But gotta. I don't know which is more boring, guys. The price action or kicking a ball from left to right. Hey guys, just a reminder: tomorrow and Friday, no streaming. I'll be traveling, so Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be with you guys. Unfortunately, Messi just scored another goal there in the last few seconds of the game. Really struggled to get that goal in. Gosh, my Super Brew predictions was 2-1 to Argentina, but it's 2-0. So let's see. All right, so let's see if we let's do this. If we took this trade and you would have been, I know this is after the fact, we set a 2R. 2R was about there. Yeah, that's it. But I mean, down here it's like a 3.6, maybe a 4R. I don't know. Maybe what would we have done? You've entered here, your stop is here. You would have gone from this to move your stop there. And then after this, move your stop up to this high. You're either going to take your profits off here or leave your stop there and try to see price go lower here. I mean, that's always the question in people's mind. I always look at things and I'm like, oh, what should I've done? I mean, price lately caught up with me every time I move my stops where I get ripped out. So now I'm trying to get my 2R instead of trying to manage my risk down. But let's see. It's a nice big candle up. Possibly go. No, this is definitely an IVG. And this is the part I explained in the AM session as well. If price move away from a 50 simple moving average aggressively, always tends to go back up there. I normally draw the 8 exponential moving average, and this is where I would have entered. Just closed over there, put your stop there, and then target that. I mean, you can do a 2R if there's enough. for it, but that's what it would have been. The only problem is I did not take it, and the reason I did not take it here is I don't have divergence. Divergence is key for me, guys. But if you want to go, I mean, you can build a strategy just around this 50 moving average. Maybe you see price gets away from it too far, chuck in something more quicker, and see how often it takes back to that. But you got to get something that tells you it's exhausting. Because if you're going to put a 8 here, I mean, what? You're going to buy it there or you're going to buy it there. If you bought it there, you would have got stopped. You bought it here, you're at break even now. So it's up to you. I like to bring in the divergence. That tells me there's a good chance. Yes, sometimes it diverge again. That's fine. That tells me I'm just getting a better entry to a bigger risk reward. Oh. And this is the problem. You see? Inverse, inverse. And let me show you guys something quickly. Let's see if it inverse here. So normally my rules would be if you inverse back down, in this case you cut the trade. Because now it is, are we inversing and just playing with this fair value gap, or what are we doing? Okay, that's a nice pin, so this could still be. I'm going to show you my other indicator now. That needs to give me something. And it's not giving it to me right now. No divergence, and the blue line is still down here. This is a much better, pullback. Remember the two gray cross above that 89%? That's a pullback. But, I mean, looking at the context here, I still wouldn't take it. I just don't like price where it is now because we're between liquidities, and for some reason I'm expecting us to go up here and not hanging around down here. So, I mean, if this is a true pullback, then you want to see price come lower. And if we do come lower, this is not out the band. I need this first leg to be out the band and then come lower and reject to create a nice divergence. Okay, so it looks like the momentum is still, if I say momentum, I'm talking about the 1 minute momentum. I mean, the bigger momentum is short, but we expected some sort of a pullback. But 1 minute is telling us to hold on to those shorts. And now this fair value gap here turned into IFVG as well. And I think this is where people get confused. You run equal lows. I used to trade like this. There's a fair value gap. I wanted 5 candles here. There's too many. So I wouldn't have taken this trade anyways. And then this happens anyway. So some people will take the long, stop here, get stopped. It's like, what the hell is going on? But let's see. Let's see. And see, we didn't get up to that 50. So now we're actually lower. So this is divergence now and leaves this equal lows here. We'll see. Okay, so let's look at this quick. See, price is now moving up here. Nice up move, where this is all moving lower. And there's a fair value gap here. And then we've got the 8, which we're probably going to close over. Why would I not take this? We're still down here. I need this blue line to go up. So even if this goes up and slice through it with the blue line, I would wait for that pullback to come back into this purple block and then break out again. Enter there and then take it higher. Okay, so we've got the divergence. Now we want to see what's going to happen here. Right, so this fair value gap still holding price though. Okay, so let's see. See, this looks like a proper slice through all of these gaps. Okay, so we've got this inverse fair value gap now. This looks promising. I mean, so I just need to see that I'm in the right account here. So what you can do is go buy 5 and TP is up there. Keep the stop below this divergence. And now we wait. I mean, I would like to get it down here. But I need this blue line to get through that. Otherwise, this could fail completely and roll over. This was more like a preemptive entry because we sliced through all of this. And let's see if it can actually, because this is the one that's holding. Take this one off. And we're pretty much stuck between these two. The other thing that I also see, price is contracting below. It's just need to break through that 50 to start going. Then this will all start going. So these are all momentum indicators. This is telling me we're still fighting the downtrend. So I need to see buyers stepping in here. That looks like buyers are aggressive here, and this looks like there's a drying spell for this move to go lower. Can it go low? Of course it can. But that was a early entry, but the confirmation comes when this blue start breaking through here. We've already established the divergence. If we go lower, then we'll have to reassess. The other thing that I'm watching is we've got this little pullback here and we follow through that low. Get a pullback here again. Are we going to follow through or are we going to bounce around here? So what we're seeing now, price is consolidating here, bringing that gray line down to where the blue and red is. And if there's real momentum, we could see the gray and the blue together turn down here and go break through the high of that purple block. Almost like a move like this. Pull it back in and then together go down. Hmm. Mhm. Pretty much struggled to get out of that range there, or that level there. Crazy. Hey guys, quick reminder, tomorrow and Friday, no streaming, only Wednesday and Thursday for this week, outside of today. Traveling, so I won't be around. Thing is about the divergence, this momentum should shift quite quickly. Starts doing this, then it's not a good sign. Could still do it, but it could just drag on a little bit longer. Getting, getting. Right, we're back down below that gap that got inversed before, refusing to go higher. So, okay, so I'm just showing you guys here how this could keep you out of this mess. And here we took a preemptive entry, and then the indicators said, nope, not a good entry. Not yet, at least. I mean, it formed a new gap here, so I'm not going to draw it out because there's like a million gaps here now. So pretty much holding price. I think we most probably see better price move tomorrow, or maybe even in Asia. Maybe Asia is the catalyst for some good price action. Okay, let's see if we can break through this now. Guys, I don't know if you guys have taken any trades here today, that you made some money, or are you guys also just watching the charts? Let me know. Is there something I've missed? There's a nice short on gold in the 1 minute. I'm not saying anybody should take it. It was just a nice roll over, divergence, all of that. I don't have to. Gold open, yeah. Let's see. I'll load up those charts next time we stream. So I mean, it's not the best price action, but maybe it's not the right. I mean, it's consolidating now. Price is just not doing anything, guys. Not doing anything. Ding, ding, ding. Guys, that's nice. Guys, I said earlier in the AM session, I'm gonna change the stream a bit. We're still gonna do price action or read price action the way we do, but also bring in some sessions where we can trade this and also scalp. Just for those who want to see scalping in action. I mean, it's not high frequency scalping, so it's not like every 2 seconds take a scalp. There's specific setups, 10, 20 points in and out. And yeah, just to show you guys how I do it, how it all works. And here's remember we've got divergence here. Now we're breaking through here. That close candle there, I will now take because that shows me momentum's coming. But we have to wait for that candle to close. We've done pullbacks and all of this crap here. We sat on the side and we will now pull the trigger. Okay. All right, so let's see. Hopefully we don't go back into this consolidation, yeah. Oh, 330 again. Yes. I forgot about this bloody 330. See, price pretty flat, run. That's a nice, curve to the upside here. Like I said, breaking through over that 50 out of the band. That's exactly what's happening now. That's the momentum I'm looking for. And now let's see, there's lots of liquidity on this side. Let's see if we can get follow through to the upside here. It's amazing if we do this. It took us the whole day to get there. I mean, this thing can roll over back down again. And then all of this was for nothing. But what you would do here, just to show you, you would take along there. You would, where's 20 point there? And 20 point there. That would be the scalp. Or you can wait for price to, go, but you would have been in that trade anyway, so it's fine. Guys, I don't have a live trade on this, and the reason is it's the wrong time of day. It's just not the right time. Yeah, it might still continue in this range, yes. You're 100% right. I'm just doing a momentum play. And now it looks like momentum is coming back down. But we'll have to wait and see. Even if it's a slow move to the upside, we'll see. All right, we're back down at that bottom of that IFVG there. So, and you don't want to see the blue come back down into the opposite. Yeah, not a good sign. But if we close up again in a white candle back out of this purple, then we might see another attempt to go higher. But I mean, there's no real money on this trade, so we're not too concerned. And that's the thing with sideways move. You get something like this. We go down, we go back up, we go back up. You know, it's all over the place. So literally tap the bottom of that. So this is also not the best, yeah. All right, so we've got 10, 12 minutes. Then there's going to be some, hopefully some movement. Looks like a little bit of a retest to get momentum behind it again. So let's see. Just stop in here. Let's see if we can get this break. Okay, hopefully we see the momentum taking off here now. Still got to get through this high here. Breaking structure here at last. Just spinning through this high. We need to get through that high with body. Oh, this is not the best price action, guys. This is not, I mean, if I was in a live trade, I probably would have just killed the trade now. Price hanging around like this is not, I mean, it's probably waiting for that 10 minutes, 10 to, and then we'll see spikes. Because price just don't want to go. No, that's fine. Have a great one. Thanks for joining. All right, guys. I think I'm going to also call it today. This is not going anywhere. I'll leave this trade open to see if it's actually going to do something. But I think now we're seeing momentum coming back. As much as it stays in this purple area, that's just consolidation. So, all right, guys. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Be safe, and I'll chat to you guys again. Take care. Bye bye.